Hello there, and welcome to Earworms, or welcome back to it if you've been with us before. If you're new, we'll be gentle. Whale tonight. There be whales here. We are continuing here with part two, and this is part two of two, so we will finish tonight our journey through Star Trek IV The Voyage Home with the score by Leonard Rosenman. In part one, we covered some more background info about Leonard Rosenman and covered the beginning of the film. And now we're going to pick up where it really starts heating up. Got some cool stuff for you tonight, some legendary scenes, some legendary dialogue, as well as some moments from the score that were pretty poignant and so forth. But I have to say, we're doing this out of our love for Star Trek. More so than our love for the score, but we'll let that slide. We love the music, but we also love the Star Trek. All right, so I am going to introduce the panel. Here we go. Here's Nature Boy. Hello there, Mike.
Good evening.
I'm going to join you in avatar mode because I'm going to need to zoom in and look at stuff a lot, and I don't need people staring at my forehead like that. So
Yes,
here we go. So how you been?
I am doing well, sir. I'm ready for this.
All right, short and sweet, and of course, my good lady wife, the founder of Psyche Electroacoustic Opera Company, Mrs. Liza Cito. Hello, lady.
Hello, greetings. Oh, chat says that you're not loud enough, mister.
Oh my goodness. Well, let's see what we can do about
Well,
that.
well, well.
Yep.
Get loud.
Okay, let's try that.
What do you think, chat? What does the chat think?
I had to
G-
turn it.
I
I
don't
actually had
know.
to turn it down because some of the voice work I do during the week, and I guess on this platform, the gain's different.
Okay. It sounds better to me.
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, we hear you
You
nice and clear,
sound.
Mike. Yeah.
Well, I don't see anything going around my avatar there.
Uh,
Oh, well, I see it.
Okay, good
Yep,
enough for me.
your visualizer is there. Yes, folks,
Good.
we do use EV Mux. Ever since StreamYard decided they were going to get real expensive, and so we're doing EV Mux, and there's a lot of things I do like about it. But now and then it's a little bit glitchy. But then
Scott
so
says
is
you're
just
better. Hello, Scott.
hello, Scott. Oh,
yes.
we got some features tonight. Yeah, we're picking up like right where the movie starts getting really gets going with some of the great dialogue and scenes and stuff.
Yeah,
And we're going to
Yes.
do a little community theater.
I know. I was just pulling my script up. I
Woo!
almost forgot about that.
And I have some video excerpts that we'll be playing, of course. As usual, we got to be careful. Got to use our bot condom to protect us from getting taken down and stuff. But it should be a fun evening here. So this is, it's probably known as the fun film, from the Star Trek, 1 through 6. It was the fun one, comical and stuff like that. I mean, it was a serious subject about whales and
I like number 5
the
too. Number
endangered.
5 was fun.
Okay.
Well, they're all good.
Okay. Yes, chat, don't throw tomatoes at us. My wife loves Star Trek 5.
I love it, love it, love it. I've memorized it. It's so good.
I read the book. I read the book Star Trek 5 because I missed it in theaters. It didn't stay in theaters long. And I read the book, and the book was really good. But then when I finally did get to see it, it was like, I felt like I got more out of the book than, although, you know, you love the film, you love seeing the characters, and you know. But anyway, let's get on with things here. So, where did we leave off last? Well, it was 2 weeks ago because we had a guest artist last week, Isaac Young, great keyboardist and synthesist. And when we have artists that can come on, we like to take the opportunity. So we had to delay Star Trek continuing for one extra week. So anyway, yes, I don't think I'm going to summarize the plot too much, but needless to say, they're back in the late 20th century looking for some humpback whales because there's a big like cigar-like thing with a dangling ball below it that's going through the solar system and basically shutting everything down. And the Earth is getting covered by like almost 100% cloud cover, rain and storms, and the oceans are going nuts. And they know that they can't survive all that havoc and stuff. And but fortunately, Spock was able to recognize that it's the sound of humpback whales because he had very thorough, homeschooling on Vulcan. His training was very good, and so he was able to pick that up. And they're back in the late 20th century. They basically went really fast around the sun. Which does, I guess, some do say that can put you into time warp. Even some of the cosmologists say that is a possibility. So, but the thing is, to come back to the future, I don't think anyone thinks that just going around the sun the opposite direction does it. But anyway, let's have our suspension of disbelief so we can enjoy ourselves this evening. So anyway, here we are. They're in San Francisco, which in the future is the home city of the United Federation of Planets, and they're Kirk and Spock are trying to get to this cetacean institute where there's some humpback whales there that they think they might be able to snatch those guys up, and the rest of the crew have their own separate missions. And here's like basically the rest of the crew walking around wondering what to do. Fortunately, they have a little bit of guidance behind them. This is where, of course, there's some yelling between this happy couple here. And right behind them, after the wife and the husband yell at each other a bit, they notice, can't find it, use the yellow pages. And so, hey, it's great that we have that assistance there for time travelers to be able to kind of find their way in our great land, in our great time period.
I remember
I
the
find
yellow
one of these
pages.
now.
Goodness.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, here's Chekov and Uhura. They are tasked with finding a nuclear naval vessel because that's where they can get some radiation, what they need to feed the dilithium crystals on the Klingon ship that they're using right now. And the damn Klingon crystals went bad, so they need to fill that up with radiation. And so they're looking for naval vessels, and that doesn't exactly go well. I think Uhura probably should have done the talking, but Chekov did instead, and he's like, listen, do you know where the nuclear vessels are? And now, for those of you who are young, I doubt there's any young people watching this, but we all remember the Cold War, right? And this was 1986, and so that's before the fall of the Soviet Union. And hearing a Russian accent looking for something nuclear is usually not something, it's something that gave you a lot of pause, like this police officer that basically doesn't say anything, just stares at him. And people are walking around. Chekov keeps asking all these people, where are the nuclear vessels? You know, we see in the yellow pages, it's on the other side of the bay or something like that, but they don't know where that is. And the police officer just watches them. And they finally get this young lady here and say, well, where are the nuclear vessels in, I forget what the name of the area was.
Alameda.
I don't know if anyone remembers.
Alameda.
Oh, Liza.
Alameda.
Alameda. There you go.
Alameda.
Yes.
Yes. And basically she says, yes, the naval station's over across the bay in Alameda. And they're like, yeah, that's what we said. We know that, but how do we get there? So anyway, it was a good routine. And then here we go. We have our first musical clip of the evening, it looks like.
Yay.
And this is not Leonard Rosenman's score. I'm wondering if anybody knows where this music is from. Apart from the fact that it looks to be our good friend Adam Gray here on the bus.
You're making fun of Adam.
Oh, man.
I think back in 86, this was his look.
Ay, ay, ay. How dare you?
And he's not here
Poor
to
Adam.
Well, that's why he should attend the chat more regularly.
So he could defend himself. I shall defend you, Adam, watching in the replay.
All right. Well, anyway, let's play this bad boy since I called it up. This is one of the epic scenes from the film, and I'm trying to click on the thing. Oh, wait a minute. Am I in the right one? I'm in the wrong. I had to stop to think there. Am I in the right view here?
Are you? I don't know.
Oh, I know what it is. All right, the condom is hidden. I'm going to have to throw that on as we go here, but just so you can see at least the beginning of this. Here we go. Do you hear anything?
No.
No.
I didn't either. This is going great tonight, folks. Let's see. Volume's up.
Point.
In 1980.
I don't know, but I could try looking it up. Let me see here. Where is the punk song from Star Trek 4 from? And let's see.
Oh, the Sex Pistols.
Really?
I don't
be.
know.
It's like, I don't.
It's called I Hate You, which sounds right because it does say that in there.
Yeah.
And was written by Kirk Thatch. And, it took two people to write it. And Mark Mangini. The song was performed by the fictional band Edge of Etiquette.
Okay.
Fictional band.
The name of the band didn't show up anywhere in the movie.
Is that kind of like Spinal Tap?
Could be the punk Spinal Tap.
Because, well, I mean, Spinal Tap, I mean, they did play, but it was all basically based on a movie. But I don't know. Well, anyway, we're going to move along here. But, Vulcan Neck Pinch made the crowd in the bus happy. And they're in San Francisco, so the fact that Spock's dressed the way he is doesn't really bother them so much. They see people like that all the time. So there he is. And then they have a talk here. Spock's wondering, like, your language ever since we've been here has been laced with what I would call more colorful metaphors. And Kirk explains that, well, people don't really take you seriously unless you swear here. You got to curse.
You got to swear every other word.
Yes. In fact, he put it that way, which was probably not the greatest idea. And so Spock takes it literally and logically, and they talk about the literature at the time, and basically Kirk's talking about like some of the trashy romance novels or whatever. And so anyway, here we go. San Francisco. I came across. I was in San Francisco once, and
Yeah, me too.
I came across
One time.
something like this. It didn't have as many lanes, but it did have the feature of this really big hill, and it actually did have a diamond yellow sign that said "Hill" on it.
Did you
Awesome.
never watch The Streets of San Francisco?
No, I didn't.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what happened to me? Me and my wife went to San Francisco for our first anniversary. Day one, leave the hotel. I'm driving. My wife looks over, says, "You know, you just ran a red light." And I'm like, "What?" And I'm looking all over, and she goes, "Oh, I forgot to tell you, the street lights are on the street corner. They're not hanging over the road."
Oh, I
Old
do
timey.
remember that. Yes.
Old
Yeah,
timey classics. Oh.
Yeah, they're on the corner. I'm like, "What?"
Jeez.
Well,
Yeah, it's very, very hilly.
I just thought it
Right.
was ironic that someone felt they needed to put a diamond yellow sign saying hill when you basically had a view just like this. So just imagine a diamond yellow sign on the corner over there on the right that just says hill. It's like, yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
So anyway, I thought I'd take a screenshot of that. Well, anyway, apparently they found exact change because Kirk and Spock do arrive at the Cetacean Institute. I never heard that word before or after this movie. So I assume it means Whale Institute. I don't know. Underwater Mammal Institute. One of those things.
Is it a real institute
Uh,
in San Francisco?
I don't think they just made a model of that thing there. It's probably they probably shot a real institute somewhere, whether it's in San Francisco, I don't know. How do you spell cetacean?
I don't know.
Cetacean Institute.
Make sure it's a Google search.
Yeah, I am. Institute of. There's a Cetacean Institute in Gainesville.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no. I typed Cetacean Institute. It's giving me shortcuts here. I don't think it. No, it doesn't like the word cetacean. It was just giving me institutes. Okay. I don't think I should waste too much more time on this. No. Citation. No, that's not it. I don't know how to spell this. Where it. All right, how about this? Is the Whale Institute in Star Trek for real?
It is American Cetacean Society, San Francisco Bay chapter.
Cetacean.
Is that how you say it? Are you
Yeah,
sure?
well, that's how they said it in the movie. Yes, cetacean. I was never going to get that spelling in a million years. CETACEAN.
A-N. Okay.
That's
In
why it says
Sausalito.
cetacean.
Sausalito,
Yeah.
California. There it is.
There you go.
Oh, so it's real.
It's real. It's real.
So I don't know what the word cetacean means still, but let's just move on here because this is not.
I wonder if they have a cardboard cutout of Spock somewhere with some info text on it. If I
Probably.
were the institute, I would do that.
When I was in San Diego, California, on like a science fair trip, visiting the naval base and the Marine base there. Well, not the Marine base was further out, but when I was there, they had I bought at one of the attractions. Well, actually, I think we went to a SeaWorld. Actually, we went even up to LA at one point, so it was all over the place, but we were mostly staying in San Diego. And the SeaWorld had the tape of whale songs with Leonard Nimoy narrating. So
Awesome.
it was popular at the time.
It would still be popular today, I bet.
So Eddie Murphy was going to be.
Yeah, play the scientist.
I know. I
Hey,
didn't know.
Beans, Bayona had something up there. Anyone
Yeah,
remember?
that's what. Yeah,
Oh,
it's Bayona says, anyone remember Eddie Murphy was going to be in this film and not this actress? Yeah, he was going to play the scientist.
Huh.
Well, I would have.
Can you imagine a
Can you
movie
imagine the
with
dinner with Kirk?
with you know what? It had to be a woman. The dinner scene and the car scene wouldn't have worked out the same way, you know.
Yeah, I like Eddie Murphy, but I can't picture that.
I can't picture Star
Whole
Trek humor
place.
with Eddie Murphy. No.
They could have
Yeah.
merged the ideas and put Whoopi Goldberg in.
Maybe. Perhaps.
She did a good job.
All right. Well, that would have ruined canon. What's Guinan doing there? No, maybe.
Oh
not.
yeah, no, you can't because of Guinan. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Although-
Whoopi Goldberg
wait a
was
minute.
already in the Star
Did
Trek
the next
universe.
generation? Did the next generation start by this time? I don't
I
think,
think
so.
yes. I think so. Yes.
Yeah, it had.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on. Let me find out.
Guinan was already a thing. Yeah.
Welcome to Google Night.
Make sure it's not a brave
Well,
search.
that's what you got to do. You know, when you're doing Star Trek, you got to look up trivia. Oh no! September 28th, 1987 was the start of the next generation. Right after this movie.
That right?
That doesn't sound right. I think the next generation came out with Star Trek 5.
Well, 5 is after 4, Beans.
I know, but it. Oh, that's right. God. Okay. My brain, guys, it's Sunday night. I'm going to make up an excuse here. My brain isn't working. Yeah. That's right. 5 is after 4. Yes.
Okay, Dr. Jillian's here.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah, I mean, this movie, I guess, you know, I mean, the 3 movies before were also great. And so, you know, Star Trek was going strong. So they decided,
Yeah.
let's breathe some more life into it and start a new generation. I don't know. After watching the original series the past couple weeks, I saw something on X about that. Who do you prefer, Kirk or Picard? And I had to say Kirk.
Really?
That's
Captain Kirk?
apples and oranges.
Well, here's the thing. Yeah,
I
it's
know.
how can you pick between Kirk and yeah, they're both great in different ways. How can you pick between them? You can't. You cannot.
Well-
It's like, how do you pick between Data and Spock? You can't. You can't do it. No, you cannot. You cannot. No. No.
Apples and oranges.
Okay,
Exactly,
okay.
Mike. Exactly, Mike.
Okay, well, anyway, Jillian has her crew here. A bunch of people want to learn about whales. And Spock and Kirk do join the group, and they're going around. And right about this time, they were talking about, you know, how whales are endangered and whale hunting. And they eventually get to speaking about the blue whale. One thing that's ironic is they have killer whales here at the top, and killer whales have been known to hunt down and kill young blue whales. I saw a documentary where a mother blue whale was trying to swim between her young and a killer whale, and was going up the whole, you know, well offshore, but going up the whole Pacific from around Mexico up through, you know, past California and everything. And eventually, you know, she just couldn't fend it off completely. And yeah, the killer whale killed the calf. And so kind of ironic there, but yeah, people should not hunt a species to extinction. It is illogical. But anyway, she's telling people about these interesting facts and stuff. I mean, it was different in the old days where the Inuit were hunting and Pacific tribes and stuff like that, because they didn't have as much high-powered gear. And the whales still had a chance, you know?
Well, they didn't hunt to extinction. That was their livelihood, you know.
Yeah.
Overhunting.
Well, it was survival. I'm going to go through these quick because I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube for like any animal cruelty stuff.
Yeah, let's skip because the TOS is kind of strict on that.
And the
Even
old
though
ladies
it's
don't like it either.
Yeah.
We'll make up for it. This is the scene that the community theater is.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah?
coming up.
Okay.
I hope I can do a good job.
Oh, wait. I don't have the file open. Let me go get it.
All right. So, anyway, yeah, Spock does say here, to hunt a species to extinction is not logical. She's like, whoever said the human race was logical? And she gives him this look like, who the hell are you? So, movie are excellent.
Classic.
So this is a real place, folks. This is the real deal.
Okay, I got the script loaded. I am ready.
Okay. And so now they're outside looking at the whales. I don't think they used real whales here. I think this is probably some sort of a big prop.
No, I think that could be a real whale. I mean, it's a real institute. There are whales there.
Well, yeah, but I don't think in a film the crew's going to be standing around like, okay, we got to get the perfect shot of the
I
whale
don't see why
tail
not.
coming up right here while our actors are standing there. I don't know, but anyway, we'll find out. No, I'm not going to Google it right now, but there's only so much research we should do. But anyway, yeah. Kirk and Spock are excited. And, she introduces how they were named. Probably not the best place to take a screenshot with her mouth like that. But anyway, yeah, she says how they're named George and Gracie. And everyone thought that's funny. And Kirk's thinking, here, this is perfect. We have 2 whales isolated in one spot. We could just beam them up together and consider ourselves lucky. And yes, exciting stuff. I don't know. I it's like I was on vacation too, and I was taking all these pictures. So anyway, the tour group starts walking out, and they're walking down the steps, and she mentions something to the fact that it's a shame I've grown quite attached to them. And Kirk's like, well, what's happening? And she says that they'll be leaving soon and going back to the wild. And, she's concerned because of the whale hunting. They'll have to take their chances in the wild. And
Yeah,
so...
they can't afford to feed them 2 tons of shrimp per day, she says.
Yes, exactly. And, well, Kirk takes note of that. He's going to use that as leverage later. And here we are, seeing the whales in their natural environment in the water. Kirk's looking to his right. He's looking to his left.
Where's Spock?
He's looking behind him.
Where's Spock?
Where is Spock?
And she looks over to the tank and is like, what the hell?
No, not yet, because this old lady is starting to look at the tank, and she's like, maybe he's trying to sing to that man, because they were talking about the whale song. And that's where she says it. Maybe he's trying to sing to that man. And that's when Jillian looks around and sees... Well, actually, I don't think we got to that point yet. No, Kirk does notice it first, and he's just like, what the hell are you doing?
He's having a heart attack there. It's like, oh, crap, somebody's going to see him, and somebody did.
And they're probably wondering, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You got some sort of fetish or something? Oh, man, look at that. And that's where she says, maybe he's singing to that man. Kirk's looking at her like, the gig's
man.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they see. And what the hell? Right in front of a nun.
Yep.
They placed that extra properly. There we go. And there is the Spockian underwear. Vulcan ruse.
Ay.
All right. And so she starts running upstairs. Kirk follows her. So here we're coming, I guess, to that scene you got for us, Mike, right?
Here's the scene,
Yeah,
people. Community theater. Yay.
Yeah, we've been going through it.
Oh, where were we supposed to start?
Right at the beginning of the tour.
Oh, fuck. Why don't you say something?
We've got the
I said
chat.
something about the community thing. You said it's coming up.
I thought it was just the
Yeah,
conversation
everybody's
here.
already either said half the lines or.
I
Yeah.
thought, oh shit! I thought the community theater started when they came outside here.
No. Well, we could start it there.
We could
I,
start it there. Let's find it. Hold
yeah,
on.
let's do that. Oh
All right.
man, it's not the first,
Oh,
nor
shit,
will
where
it be
is
the
it?
last time that I fuck things up.
Uh,
Maybe he's singing to that man there. Blah blah blah.
is this where she's going out and says, "Who the hell are you?" Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where we want to start it, right there. Who the
Okay,
hell are you?
so at narration, it says Jillian dashes up the stairs as Kirk desperately pursues. Spock climbs out and is putting on his robe as Jillian comes running to him from a distance, followed by Kirk, and then the first line is mine. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
No, I can't find where I am in this document. Kirk Spock, Kirk Spock, Kirk Spock, Kirk Spock, Kirk Spock, Kirk Spock, Kirk Spock.
Look for
Julian.
the narration. Let me see which narration.
Here.
We're
One,
about in the middle,
two,
middle
three,
of the second page.
three,
Well,
four,
maybe not
Wait
quite.
a minute.
5. It's after narration number 5.
Oh Jesus! I counting narrations. I shouldn't be doing stuff like this. Who the hell are you? Okay, I see it. I'm there.
Okay. All right. So Jillian says, "Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?"
You heard the lady.
Attempting the hell to communicate.
Communicate. Communicate what? You have no right to be here.
Come on, fella, speak up.
Admiral, if we were to assume these whales are ours to do with as we please, we would be as guilty as those who caused their extinction.
Okay. I don't know what this is about, but I want you guys out of here right now or I'll call the cops.
I assure you that won't be necessary. We were only trying to help.
The hell you were, Buster. Your friend was messing up my tank and messing up my whales.
They like you very much, but they are not the hell your whales.
And I suppose they told you that, huh?
The hell they did.
Okay, folks, we're gonna work
Kirk and
on our.
Spock walking, Golden
Yeah.
Gate Bridge in the background, slight
Yeah.
friction between them. Then
This
wait
is
a
the Kirk and Spock walking scene. Wait, Mister, do you have?
Now hold on.
like,
I got a clip here, so let's do the clip. I mean, if we get some redundancies between these scenes that we read and the original, that's fine because it'll just help us improve our acting in the future. I guess to see the real stuff.
You got to
Okay.
get more Kirky, Mister. More Kirk.
All right. I always have to click out on another tab and come back to hear you whenever I switch between things here. All right. And we do have the next one coming up because the truck scene is excellent. But I think there's a slide or two before that. I don't know how much. I mean, the document you provided only went that far, right, Mike?
yeah, it went slightly farther than that.
Let me check.
Okay, that's fine because I'm going to play the truck
He asked
scene.
him what Kirk asked him what he learned from the mind meld. That was the end of the script. The last about 2 or 3 dialogues. Spock says they are very unhappy about the way their species has been treated.
Yes. And that's right here where they're talking about that. They're very unhappy about the way their species has been treated, and but he believes that he was able to deliver our intentions, and and so it looks like it's going to be all right. And they're walking along there, and here back at the Cetacean Institute, there's Jillian looking at her whales, and here comes Sparky, the manager, and Sparky says to her, I heard you had some excitement today. And she's like, just a bunch of yahoos or something like that. No big deal. And then they're talking about the fact that she's going to miss these whales. And It's a shame. And he's like, I know, but uh, they their chances in the wild are quite the same as their chances here. And then he said a real boner line, something about they've never really been proven to be all that intelligent anyway, which didn't sit well with her. you know, I don't judge things based on their intelligence. And so, anyway, back here, Chekov and Uhura are outside of a naval vessel, and they radio in and say, and tell Kirk, that they found one and they're about to beam in, or they're going to beam in soon. I
And
don't.
Captain, it is the Enterprise.
Yes, exactly. I don't know why I am on this slide here. What happened to me?
Oop. Oops.
Oh, there. What the hell? I'm trying to go back. All right, I'm confused. We're on slides 4, right? Oh, did I hide it? No.
Oh, you missed a truck.
What the hell? Why is the truck there? That's supposed to be slides 5.
I don't see the numbers on your slides.
I know. Don't worry. I am going to try to figure this out. Let's see. Here's slides 4. Can I go that way? Can I go this way?
I'm so confused.
It's not letting me move forward or backwards. Like you see a truck on screen right now, right?
No.
Nope. I see Kirk and Spock.
Yeah.
I see a truck. I see her.
Well.
I see her truck in a different scene. That's why I'm all fucked up. You see Kirk and Spock. Now what do you see?
Kirk and Spock.
How about now?
The whales.
Whales.
Where?
You're going backwards.
Yeah.
Perhaps it's time for some more colorful metaphors.
Yeah.
Yes, I think it is.
What the fuck is going on?
All right, hold on here. I think I can fix this. I am going to go here to edit. And let's see here. But that's the thing. It's like what you're seeing on screen is not what I'm seeing. So I can't even see what you're seeing. All right. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go back to where they're walking along. Kirk and Spock are walking along. And because this is pretty much what happens next anyway. And Jillian pulls up to them in a car in her little pale blue truck. And we'll pick up there and then go to the next group of slides. So here we go. Man, I love it. This software is great.
Go for it. Play it.
All right, here we go. And I'll have to put the condom on after. But
Oh, yes.
all righty.
Oh, God.
Oh, you know what we're going to miss? I know what was next. It was PlexiCorp.
Oh, the PlexiCorp scene. Oh, we should have community theatered
Hold on.
that one.
Let me try something here. All right, I'm back to slides. All right. And I have slide set 4 selected. Do you see anything on screen?
You've gone back to the Institute.
But you see something on screen.
I see something on screen.
Well, that's more than what I see. I see a big blank box where the slides are supposed to be.
Oh, no. What is going on,
Here, let me hit
Whoa.
What is going on?
Here, let me do this. I think we could do it. I think we could do this. Let me remove this. And then I'm going to
There we go.
Yeah, but what
awesome.
Let me see here. Slideshow.
I
I'm
like
gonna
it when
add
Jillian
4
punches
again.
Sparky. Yeah.
All of my, oh my God, the thumbnails are
Good
even
times.
missing from my slides. What the hell is Evie Mux doing?
Don't know. Don't know.
All right. Oh, you probably see big slides there. Uh-huh.
Yeah, big
Uh-huh.
slides.
Okay. Oh, fucking. I may have to go back to StreamYard if this kind of shit keeps happening.
Oh no.
I am going to leave the studio and come back in as soon as I arrange this properly. See if that does it. Okay, so there we go. Here, I'll be right back.
Oh no, he's gone. What will we do?
BRB. I don't know.
I forgot where we are. Where did we park? Well, damn. Dead air.
Yeah. Well, the chat's busy. We've been quoting lines from all our favorite scenes throughout.
It's a very quotable movie.
It is.
Classic lines everywhere.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can see it again. Oh, and in fact, look at this. I had more than one slide. This is where it stopped for me. It went from this slide to the truck because what happened was these slides disappeared and it showed the set behind them. All right. So anyway, here, yeah, that's where they radio in, and we did that. And yeah, you already said that it is the Enterprise. And then this is the scene that we just did. Right there.
Yep.
Right.
Oh,
and now,
Plexicore.
Not now, Madeline. All right. Here we are. So, Plexicore.
Awesome, Scott.
Hello, good people.
Hey. And who? No, I was going to read that last chat, but you dropped it so quick.
It was Melanie, Jean, Mayfield. 9 people watching now. Hi, people.
Oh, hello, Melanie.
Live long and prosper.
Oh, hello.
Liza, you can leave the chats up longer because you see how I have the slides out of the way? Like, I gave space for the chat, so our chat can feel like they're one of us. Except the slides don't disappear for them. So anyway, here we go. McCoy is a smoothie here.
Oh, yes.
He comes over
always
to
is a
Scotty
smoothie.
and said, I explained to Mr. whatever his name is, let's say Timu George Costanza.
Who's George Costanza?
From Seinfeld. This guy isn't Jason Alexander. But
Oh my God.
He has a resemblance.
I don't
So,
recognize
anyway.
the name.
So we'll just call him George for now. So I told George that you came all the way from Edinburgh to look at how Plexicorp manufactures, and somehow they didn't know about the appointment. And then Scotty pretends to be all upset. It's like, I can't believe I came millions of miles, thousands, corrects McCoy.
Of miles.
Yes, thousands of miles. And so they put on the routine of being upset. And so this guy has no option but to placate them. It's like, oh my goodness. Well, it's not often people come to my Plexicorp plant. And so he's going to give them a personal tour. I'd be happy to. I'll give you a personal tour of our facilities. And Scott's like, oh, that's good then.
That's different then, he says.
Yes, that's different. I should have you say stuff because you remember it exactly. Although McCoy does say here, don't bury yourself in the part.
McCoy's classic. He had good lines in the original series too.
Oh, yeah. Well, in the original series, they really played off of Spock and McCoy in their conflicts and stuff. Remember that one episode where Kirk was kind of like in a parallel universe in his spacesuit, and they thought he was dead, and McCoy was questioning Spock and his decisions after, taking the place of Kirk, basically, but Kirk left them a recording, a message for them to listen to, and when they listened to it, he basically predicted what would happen and told them that you need to listen to each other, essentially. That was a great episode.
That was a good episode, yeah.
So anyway, Sulu gets in on the act. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing there? That's a beautiful piece of machinery. I flew something similar in my academy days."
That's a good Sulu.
Well, it would have been better if I committed to it. But anyway, anyway, the guy is like, "Oh, this must be old hat to you," and he's like, "Oh, yes, but interesting."
Do you mind if I
and
ask you a few questions?
and he does, I guess, but that's off screen.
Do it.
Poor Sulu didn't get a bigger part. All right, but anyway, here they are wiping off PlexiCorp stuff, and they come back to the office, and so they take not George Costanza in, and well, he takes them in, and they're talking about it, and they basically said, maybe there's something I can do for you, because he was offering them a drink in the fridge here, a mini fridge, and it's like, no, but maybe I can offer you something. He's like, yeah, what? And it's like, and he basically presents the problem that they have. How much, or how thick would it need to be to hold back however many tons of water? And basically the guy says, oh, easy, that's 6 inches. We carry that in stock. And Scotty's like, yeah, but what if I could tell you how to do that and have it only be 1 inch thick? Would that be useful to you, laddie?
Would that be worth something to you?
Oh, worth something to you. Oh, man. Okay, here we go. We're going to go forward here. And it's like, yeah. He doesn't believe him.
Perhaps a good doctor can use your computer.
Good job. Go ahead, Liza.
Oh. And so Scotty picks up the mouse and starts.
Oh, not right away.
Oh,
He
not
just
right
starts
away.
speaking
No.
to it.
Yeah.
He speaks to it. And then they indicate the mouse, and then he picks that up and
He
starts
goes,
speaking to that.
hello, computer. And the other guy was like, just use the
Use the
keyboard.
keyboard.
And he goes like, keyboard, how quaint.
Yes. But he types real fast and is able to punch
Yeah.
up transparent aluminum.
That's the ticket, laddie. It's like, oh, but it would take years to figure out its matrix. But then McCoy goes, ah, yes, but you'd be rich beyond the dreams of avarice or something like that.
Yes. And then Madeline comes in and he's like, not now, Madeline. Poor Madeline.
They're very abusive.
I wonder if that had any special meaning, her coming in like that. It just seems so like out of nowhere.
I want to know where Scotty learned how to type like that.
Yeah,
With 2 fingers. Just
Yeah.
2 fingers tied.
Yeah.
exactly. But he's like, or should I just punch up delete? And the guy's like,
No.
no.
Ooh, no.
But McCoy has to bring Scotty aside and say, you realize if you give him the formula, we're changing the future.
What?
And what did Scotty say, Liza?
He said, why? How do you know he didn't invent the damn thing? Oh, yeah. And then they both smile and they move forward.
I think you should use your Scottish accent around the house.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
It's not really a Scottish accent. It's a Scotty accent.
Yeah,
I don't think I could do a real Scottish accent. I don't think.
Okay, and that's how that set of slides end. Finally, we got through it. Boy, Evie Mux. All right, so here we are. This is what I was seeing before when everything got confused. This is what I was seeing, and I'm like, and I was able to work the controls to move it forward and backwards, but it wasn't moving what I saw. It was moving what you saw, but since I didn't see it, it was all fucked up. All right, so anyway, here we go. She pulls in here because, even though they were going to go out to dinner and Spock realized, he does love Italian after a bit, after some convincing, he decided nah, just drop me off at the park. And so they drop him off, and she's like,
Just gonna hang out here in the bushes.
and Kirk says, well, that's his way. But before that, she does ask, how do you know that Gracie was pregnant? Or
Nobody knows that.
And he's like,
Gracie does.
And that's right here. Gracie does. But he says it's so deadpan that it's like...
Awesome. Awesome.
The faces were good. I mean,
Yeah, it's too much.
And there we go. Got beamed up as they departed. And here we have the pizza restaurant. Now here is where I really got to earn my stuff. This took me 2 hours to do this. I did not have a copy with subtitles in digital format. So when I'm making these slides, if I want to put in the dialogue so that we don't have to read off of separate scripts, we could actually go frame by frame and read, I needed to type it in myself. So that's what I did. Now, one thing I did not realize is my controls for moving the slides forwards and backwards are right on top of it, so I can't read. So I think we're going to need you, Mike.
Okay.
So you will play all male voices in this. You will be James T. Kirk. You will be also the waiter. And then you will need to be the voice of Scotty calling on the communicator.
Wow. Mike, you can do it. You can do it, Mike.
That's three different voices. I was going to do Kirk. I was prepared to do it, but it's like, no, the forward and back buttons, which you guys don't see.
Sonny, I got you.
Okay. You guys don't see the forward and back buttons, but on my view, I do, and they're right on top of the dialogue. So anyway, Liza, you may begin.
All right. Do you trust me?
Implicity.
Implicitly.
Oh, did I misspell
Lee.
it?
You misspelled it, mister, didn't you?
Implicity.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's probably going to be a few of those. I mean, it took me 2 hours.
How
It would have
dare
taken
you.
me 3 if there was going to be no typos.
Sacrilege.
Oh, my God. Implicity. Sounds like the name.
I gotta read it, Captain.
It's the name of a girl band. Implicity. All right. So anyway, here we go.
Large mushroom pepperoni with extra onions and a Michelob, please.
And for you, sir?
Great choice, and you, sir? Make that 2 of them. Well, how does a nice girl like you get to be a cetacean biologist?
I spelled cetacean wrong there.
Yeah, she does. No.
Cetacean.
Just lucky, I guess.
The lack of professionalism. Oh,
Yep. I know the lines. You don't have to.
Well,
play
no.
them.
I mean, there's some points where there are awkward pauses and they just do faces. I included those.
Oh, okay.
you're upset about losing the whales, aren't you?
You're very perceptive.
How will that be done exactly?
Yeah. I think I lost audio. Did I lose
No,
audio?
I still hear you.
Oh,
Yeah, I hear you.
Boy, we're great tonight.
I know, right? They'll be flown in a special 747, blah, 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 to Alaska and released there.
Flown. And that's the last you'll see of them?
See? Yes, but we'll tag them with radio transmitters set to a special frequency so that we can keep tabs on them.
You know, I could take those whales somewhere where they'd never be hunted.
Sorry for it being cut off.
You can't even get yourself from Sausalito to San Francisco without a lift.
If you have such a low opinion of my abilities, how come we're having dinner?
Sucker for hard luck cases. Cheers.
And then I just decided to capture his face here, taking a sip of beer.
Besides, I want to know why you travel around with that ditzy guy who knows Gracie's Who knows, blah, 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 who knows Gracie's pregnant and calls you Admiral.
And he doesn't answer. It's you again, Liza. He just gave her a face.
Where could you take them? Yeah.
And then the 2 cents here. He goes,
My whales, where could you take them? Where could you take them where they'd be safe?
Well, it's not so much a matter of a place as a time.
The time would have to be right now.
Why right now?
Let's just say that no humpback born in captivity has ever survived. The problem is that they won't be much safer at sea because of all of the hunting this time of year. So, you see, that is, as they say, is that.
and
She's like, oh, damn.
and then no line
Well,
there
he
from
ain't
him.
saying much.
No, they're just glancing. I mean, it's better when you actually
I
see
think
it in
it's
video.
the LDS.
I think next time I'm going to actually just take the videos.
Beep, beep, beep. Ah, beep.
And she's just looking at him, and he doesn't do anything.
What's that? And he's like, what? You have a pocket pager. You have a pocket pager.
Pocket pagers. Pocket pagers.
I know,
Wow,
right?
that's ancient technology.
It
isn't
is ancient technology.
Trying to
I
get away with-
remember beepers. Oh my god.
Can you imagine having that today? You have pager goes off, and then you have to go to the phone just to find out the security code that they for your 2-factor authentication.
Oh god.
Hey, can I install Google Authenticator on my pocket pager?
No.
Okay.
Are you a doctor? And then it keeps beeping.
And he kind of hides it in his hands as he pulls it out.
What is it? I thought I told you to never call me.
Sorry, Admiral.
Sorry, Admiral.
I thought I was gonna.
Sorry,
Go
Admiral.
ahead, Mike.
I'd like to know. We're beaming them in now.
And she's just like, okay, what's going on now? Wait a minute. I skipped a line, it looks like. Because, yes, what he says is, tell them set phasers on stun. Good luck, Kirk out. And then she's like,
You want to try it from the top?
Why don't you tell me when those whales are leaving?
Who are you?
Who do you think I am? I like that face.
Yeah. Don't tell me you're from outer space.
No, I'm from Iowa. I only work in outer space.
Oh, well, I was close. I mean, I knew outer space was going to come in this sooner or later.
The truth?
Oh, I'm all ears.
yeah, I don't see Eddie Murphy.
No, I don't see Eddie Murphy. No.
The truth, and of course,
I can't. The truth.
he needs a little bit of beer for that.
Yeah.
I am from what on your calendar would be the late 23rd century. I've come back in time.
I just had to get her face there. Yeah.
To bring 2 humpback whales back with me in an attempt to repopulate the species.
Well, why didn't you just say so? I mean, why all of the coy disguises?
Want the details?
Oh, I wouldn't miss this for all the tea in China.
When are those whales being released?
Okay, what the hell? Your friend was right. Not only is Gracie pregnant, she is very pregnant. And at noon tomorrow, in what is sure to be a media circus, the whales get shipped out.
Noon tomorrow?
And then he gets up. And
She's like, are we leaving? Are we leaving?
Come on, we don't have much time. Can we have that to go, please?
Sure,
That was
but
actually
who gets
her.
the bad news? No.
don't worry. Doesn't matter.
Don't tell me they don't use money in the 23rd century.
Well, we don't.
Okay, I want to thank our chat for bearing with us through that. I think I'm going to have to, work on that in the future. Maybe put the subtitles at the top, or something, I don't know, or maybe just not do it. Play the video with the condom on. Okay, so anyway, here we are.
No, you should, but there was a more iconic scene we could have done.
Which one?
Well, any other one.
The whole movie?
No, that was the best scene.
What?
Well, not the best.
No, the car scene with Spock.
I know that's the best,
Julian,
but this was a very good scene. That was a good scene. It's just, I don't
The whole
know.
movie was the best.
Right, so-
yes.
All right, so anyway,
Agreed.
here we are outside the Enterprise, and we have security dogs running around, and they sniff something. They're looking around, and there's
Ruh-roh.
great face acting in this. And so they're asking, how long is this going to take? Well, it depends on how much shielding there is between us, or how much shielding there is on the reactors. So they don't know how long it's going to take, but they're getting something good out of it, at least. And so anyway, she's dropping Kirk off at the park. And I don't know, do you remember these lines at all, Liza?
Sort of. She tells the Kirk that this is the most cockamamie story she's ever heard.
The most cockamamie fishtail that I ever heard.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And then I'm not sure what comes after.
Well,
that
he's
line.
basically telling her that, look, this is, I could go out to the open sea and get the whales that I need, but I'd rather have yours.
Much rather have
It's
yours.
yes, I'd much rather have yours. It's better for me. It's better for you. It's better for them.
You have to be more Kirk about it. Better for them.
It's better for them. Who are you? That's another who are you, I'm pretty sure, right there.
Yeah. She's like,
Are
who
you?
are you? And it's like, think about it, but hurry up. I don't have much time.
Yes.
And it's like, if you need me, I'll be here. And she's like, here. Out
In
here.
the park?
In the park. And he's like, right. So.
Yep. And she heads off, but of course there's some flashes of light, and you hear the sound of the beings. You can leave those chats up longer,
Oh, am I rushing through them?
Yeah,
still?
yeah.
I'm getting so many.
All right.
Chat's on fire. Fire chat.
All right. It's
You
fire
go,
chat
chat.
tonight.
Yes.
All right. Okay, well, we got through those, and so we're on these sets of slides here. So Kirk comes aboard, and I forget. No, this is yeah.
He gets a progress report from Spock.
Yeah, basically, but it's not later. It's the one damn minute rule.
Yeah.
That's not at this point. But yeah, shit. Damn it. And I watched this like twice just to get these slides. And man, I really have to I have to take that test. What is it? The 5 words that you forget to know if you have dementia or not.
Everybody has dementia.
Yeah, well, I got it good.
No, seriously. 100% of the population has dementia, according to Dr. Zach Brown. Zach Brown?
Yes,
Yeah.
that is correct.
Yes, because we are killing our gut microbiome, which has brain connections.
Yes.
But we're doing the lactobacillus.
We're doing
kefir.
lactobacillus, we're doing kombucha, and we're doing organic food, but we're also growing our own food. And hopefully we'll be food self-sufficient
We're working
one
at it.
day. We're working on it, working
We're-
on it.
Baby steps right now. But anyway,
Baby
okay.
steps.
Anyway, people don't need to know about our lives.
Wait,
I guess.
is it
That's where he tells him he's got to take a
Yeah.
guess.
That's when he's with
later.
McCoy.
That's with McCoy later.
Yeah, with McCoy
And that's
later.
just when they're about to take off. I think basically he gave him the status that Chekov and Uhura are out getting the
Oh, yeah.
the radiation, and I don't know. That's about it. And and he says, I can't believe it. Oh, this is what Kirk's saying. He's saying, I can't believe it, man. We have 2 whales, 1 place, and if we can't get this, I mean, what's going to happen? You know, and that's when Spock says something like, because that's where he's frustrated here, because Spock said something like, well, in that case, our mission would fail if we don't get the whales. And Kirk's like, well, that means the end of every living thing on Earth. Don't you have any goddamn feelings
about that?
Yes, exactly.
Oh.
And
we should have said it in unison. That was a great line.
there's a lot of should haves in this damn story.
Oh, yeah.
All right, yeah. So anyway, Spock gives a knowing look, and he thinks about it. Looks like they're finishing up here. And yes, there's still soldiers creeping around. And they notice that there's a drain. They notice there's a drain in one of the reactors. And this guy gets a call and it's like, yes, we've been noticing that here too. So let's all be proactive about it and send some troops down there. And, all right. So they just finish up now. And they're having trouble getting through to Scotty. Scotty can't read them too well because of the interference right here. And Uhura goes first. He's going to try and beat them out one at a time because of the interference. So he gets her. Poor Chekov, though. He's there stuck. Like, Scotty, now would be a good time. And no, Scott's having trouble with that. It's not working out. And I just lost my controls.
Ooh.
There we go. I got them back.
Okay.
Yes, now would be a good time, Scotty. And nope, he's caught.
Too late. Yeah.
And Scott's trying, and they just can't get him. They just can't get him. So anyway, here we go. Finally, I don't have to keep reading it off, or not reading it off, but just babbling. We can actually play this thing because this is actually a quite interesting one. Believe it or not. At first, but even for a few years when I heard that, I thought he said, get a coroner over here. I'm like, man, you're mean. Now he said, get a corpsman over here. So just in case anybody else heard that wrong like me for several years.
Yeah, Bayona, at that point, it sounds like Three Musketeers 1970 score. Yeah.
Or remember this guy did the animated Lord of the Rings. This Leonard Rosenman did that. So that could have been like, I don't know. What scene would that be? I don't even remember that animated version. They left a lot out. I don't remember if they even included the scene with Boromir and wanting the ring. And stuff like that.
I don't know. I've only.
I didn't say. I mean, look, because we're kind of a music stream and music channel. Anytime we do Star Trek, we need an excuse. So we got to say, all right, who did the score? Leonard Rosenman. All right. Who the hell's Leonard Rosenman? But anyway, and we play it, you know. There you go. We're musical. Okay, let's move on. This is for funsies, as my wife likes to say.
Yes.
All right. So anyway, she's trying. At this point, she has not gotten any. She's monitoring communications. She hasn't gotten anything on Chekov yet, and so it's worrisome. And there we go. At least they're able to strengthen the dilithium crystals, which is what they're working on. And basically, Kirk wants them to work faster because they said it'll take, I don't know, however many hours. And Kirk's like, that's not good enough, Mr. Scott. And Scott's like, I'll try harder, I guess. Well, he didn't say it that way, but.
He's a man of deep emotion.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what Spock said.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What else is new?
Well, it's morning, and Jillian comes into the Institute, but she hears hoses. And oh my goodness, they cleared out the water just for the movie. You see, Beans? I don't think they had real whales in there, because otherwise they'd be moving whales around just for the film. I think.
So you think it was AI?
No,
Oh,
not back in 86.
AI.
Not back in 86. It was probably props, you know. They did Jaws with a fake shark, for crying out loud.
Yeah, but you could tell even in the movie that Jaws was a fake great white shark.
Yeah, but here all you saw were the tails. Now, when they're in the tanks, of course, no, then that's footage, you know. But I'm saying when outside the tank, just seeing the tail slap, I don't think that's a real tail. I'm asking Google, were the whales real in Star Trek 4?
Oh, ye of little faith.
It says
Yeah.
no.
What?
No, most of the humpback whales in the 1986 film Star Trek for the Voyage Home were not real. Instead, Industrial Light and Magic, ILM.
Oh, familiar name.
Yes. Used I can't. Oh, animatronics.
What?
They used animatronics
Those
and
are big
and
animatronics.
small motorized models to.
Well, I'm in
Portray the
denial. I'm not
whales.
believing any of it.
Yeah, I'm with you, Mike. I'm with you, Mike.
Well,
It-
this is Google.
I don't want to hear it. La 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 la.
We choose to be in denial. They were real whales. How dare you?
Yeah,
I'm going to take some LDS now.
and they're like, still? Oh, wait a minute. Star Trek 2? Wait a minute.
Star Trek 3.
Star Trek 3.
Yeah.
Yes, the Search for Spock.
Well, that tank sure is empty.
Okay, well, yeah, so she's not happy with that. Whoa, what the hell?
No, she's pissed off.
No, but I saw, as soon as I went ahead here, am I missing a whole bunch of slides? Oh, no, that's because I have video footage there. No one told me. 013, we have a queue up in the corner.
All right.
That's why there's a big gap.
Well, once we got
because-
video footage there,
All right.
number 13.
Go for
Yeah,
it.
okay, there we go. Lock and load. And we'll just start you off with being able to see to orient DR there.
Yes.
All right, and that's where we are in our slide. So we got to hear more. I guess maybe nondescript score is a way of putting it.
No, it's not a nondescript score. It's just that scene with Chekov, the music seemed a little out of character with the rest of the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, because here, this could sound a little less serious here, but not in that scene. So anyway, there she is. She beams aboard. And Kirk greets her, and he's, I don't know. In this scene, he was really trying to be a ladies' man, I guess.
He had to be
Hey,
Kirk. He had to
Alice,
be.
welcome to Wonderland. How are you? Oh, no, careful. We need you.
We just finished the original series, and I think the main comment we had throughout was like, "Again, Kirk? Why?
Yeah, because it's like,
It's like,
well,
okay.
I mean, you can't. I mean, in a universe where you distribute all these like hot '60s chicks around the universe, I mean, what are you gonna do?
I don't
I
know.
will say, I noticed this: the Romulans, like that Romulan commander,
Yeah.
that was a much better Romulan than what they did in the Next Generation.
Uh, that I don't know.
Well, hold on here. Oh, let me see if I can find that Romulan commander, the original series. Yeah, remember she was putting the moves on Spock there.
Yes.
All
Well,
right.
in the next generation, I think they became more like the Vulcans because they were related.
Well, yeah. Well, they were like Vulcans also here. Like, let me show you. We're gonna
And the
do this.
Klingons are way different in the next generation than they were in the first series.
Yeah,
Hold on
they
here.
changed their look
I'm
in the
trying to
movies.
Well, they
share.
had a lot better makeup and
Oh
special
yeah.
effects.
Yeah, the
So
big huger
Okay,
budgets, I'm
so are
sure.
you guys seeing this now?
Yes. The ladies of Kirk.
The late. Oh, well, I was just trying to get here. Here we go.
Oh, okay, not Kirk.
So this
All
is
right.
um the Romulan from the original series.
well, no wonder.
But you see, she's
You
got this.
sexist male pig, you.
She's got the Vulcan ears and stuff like that. She's got the Vulcan ears, so she looks kind of Vulcan and stuff. But she doesn't have that gray triangular padded vest on that they did with them later. There you go. There
Well,
she
they
is with
wanted to
Spock.
make them more obviously militant in the next generation, and they were, and uh, the outfit she was wearing here didn't portray what the
Well, she
Romulans
was
were.
trying to seduce Spock. I mean, she was trying to
Instead, she seduced you.
Well, no, she didn't. I mean,
Well, there was another sexy Romulan in Star
well,
Trek
look at
Five.
this. Here's some regular Romulans from the original series. There we go. I don't know. I mean, I thought that was a little bit better than
No, the '80s Romulan woman in Five was way sexier than this one.
Romulan. Hold on.
Here
Her name was Caitlin Dar.
we go.
Romulan from Star Trek 5. Let's see what you got. I don't remember.
On the planet of galactic peace.
Is this her?
Yes.
Well, I don't know, but what's that behind her? Is that like
That's
a
her
cactus?
hair.
Oh, well, I
No.
don't need that.
It's her hair. Her hair.
Gently, audience members, Liza loves Star Trek 5.
That's not her though. That's something else, right?
No, well, no, you pulled up another Romulan from Deep Space Nine.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
They changed their look often.
Yeah, well, this is still the original cast. This is the movies from the original cast. This is what I didn't care for. When they all wore the same thing like this gray triangular padded thing. I mean, who wants to wear that? Look at
It's a uniform.
look at the shoulder pads and stuff.
Well, she's supposed to be.
And their faces got a lot, their foreheads got a lot more mangled and
They had to
know.
be
You like the
meaner
hot
looking. Yeah. They had to be meaner looking than the Vulcans.
True.
But let's see. I forget what the name of that was. It was the first Klingon episode. Damn it! Thank God, my memory's bad. I just saw it like last week. But anyway, Klingons, the
And
original
Klingon women,
series.
they were sexy.
Well, I just said Klingons, the original series. Yeah, here we go. And well, yeah, they weren't as bumpy, and they had more hair on the upper part of the forehead, but they were still mean.
They were still mean.
Yeah. There we go. So anyway, all right, that's enough of that. Let's get back to what we were doing. But as we have some Trekkies with us, it's always good to investigate that stuff. But I do encourage anyone, if you Haven't seen the original series in a while. It is worth a watch.
Oh, Robot says Romulans retain their proto-Vulcan features, supposedly in TNG and Deep Space Nine.
Well, what did you say? I missed half of it because once again, Evie Mux drops your audio and I have to switch tabs to get it back.
Robot in the chat says Romulans retain their proto-Vulcan features. That explains their look in The Next Generation and in Deep Space Nine.
Well, they look pretty proto-Vulcan.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
Oh, and in Bayona, I remember the few episodes of Enterprise that I caught. They did explain they explained how the Klingons look like humans in the old series. And
yeah, no, it was just in what was it?
Well, in Deep Space Nine.
Deep Space Nine, yeah.
They alluded. It's like
Worf just said I prefer not to talk about it.
We do not speak of this, but they explain it in Enterprise, which I haven't seen all of Enterprise. Now I'm curious. People are telling me it's better than what you think, Liza. Better than what you think. Watch it.
So what? So what is the explanation, or do we have to watch?
It had to do something with curing a disease that the Klingons had, and so they had to take on human DNA. And Dr. Noonien Soon was somehow, at the time that family didn't build androids. They were genetic engineers who were related to Khan somehow, and they had the genetic techniques to cure the Klingons, and that's how they explained it in Enterprise. But it's one of the few episodes of Enterprise that I caught.
Enterprise takes a minute to get on page with it.
That's what people tell me, yeah.
I liked it. For some reason, it's been years since I saw it. For some reason, I'm thinking I didn't care much for the last season.
Well,
but
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, it was good. It just took a minute to get into their time frame, and all the Star Treks took a minute before the characters developed. You got to give it the first season. I mean, Star Trek The Next Generation, a lot of people were anti that when it first came out.
The Next Generation, I mean, I was a kid then, so I thought it was cool, but when I look back on it, the first season was a little rough.
No, people thought it was a sellout. You know, some people anyway. I gave it a chance, but the first season...
it got better as it went on, definitely, but the first season was a little rough, like that second episode where it's...
Well, the original series got canceled after the first season too,
and then fans brought it back. More seasons,
yeah.
Well, anyway, here we go. I want to put up a poll before people go, because I know some people need to go to bed and things like that. We are going to finish this, and we'll truck along here. We're getting there, but I want to have a poll while we still have some folks with us. Next week. We are deciding what to do. We have plans on doing at some point. These will all happen eventually anyway, but I just want to see what we should do next week, because we haven't heard back from a guest artist we are going to have on, and so we have some time to do something. We want to do an episode that is on Star Trek instruments and have a tournament between them, like I did with Monty Python, the Holy Grail, coupled with medieval instruments, and the instruments competed until finally our champion was the hurdy-gurdy. But in this one, we're going to have Star Trek instruments. And we'd really like it to be, and Liza is adamant about this, to be actual instruments that are from the other worlds in Star Trek.
That were invented for Star Trek, not human instruments inserted into Star Trek.
We need some that are going to get knocked out early, you know what I mean? For the brackets. So... Uhura playing the harpsichord, will help, give us more video material. And then
put it in a poll.
And then the liar in the Planet of the Platonians, the real egotistical assholes.
Well, we missed somehow an episode where there were a ton of instruments.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're going to check that out tonight. I think we're going to, when we eat tonight after this stream, we're going to watch that and stuff. Yeah. But anyway, that's something. So we're going to see how much we include. It may be something like original series and Next Generation in brackets, and then we'll do in brackets the Voyager and Deep Space Nine, or things like that. And in fact, if people want us to, we can even go up to Enterprise, but I don't think we're going to go beyond Enterprise.
No,
Just out of personal
I don't
preferences.
think. Well, yeah, I think.
Especially since we didn't watch any other stuff.
Well,
I seen Little Platoon's videos on it, but that's...
we should stop at Enterprise. But the thing is, I haven't seen all of Enterprise, so...
I know. Well, we will. But anyway, the point is we need to decide if we're going to do that. Or another thing is... now, this is a good composer, David Shire, who did the score for 2010, the year we make contact, as well as some other things like The Contract and a number of musicals and some songs that were used in things. He did some of the songs for Saturday Night Fever, and
Wow.
I was thinking of including, some of those things, but also for 2010, he used the DX7, the Yamaha DX7, and the Synclavier.
Huh.
So that's definitely something that could be a 1 or 2 weeks. So those are two options. I would list them in a poll as Star Trek instruments or 2010-ish stuff, because most of the music we'd play would be from 2010. And then since there's 4 options, if the chat wants to suggest any other ideas, please do so, and we could do a poll before we finish tonight.
Do the poll.
Well, I want to give them a chance to offer some more ideas because I only have 2 there.
I would do the poll now because we're going to be losing people later on. So
Okay.
I would do the poll now.
Well, unless someone types in something real quick, All right. She wants me to do the poll.
Do the poll.
It's been a while since I've done this. Show your support for the... Oh, no, I can't do it. Let's see.
You're going to send yourself a super chat?
Yeah, might as well. Now, basically, I'd be giving 30% to YouTube. Engage with your audience. Yeah, it can't just say poll. It says engage with your audience. Start a poll. Okay.
Well, while Lawrence is figuring out the poll things, chat, I'm seeing a lot of new avatars and names in the chat. Lawrence is almost at monetization. He has the watch time, but he doesn't have the 1,000 subs. It would help us both greatly if he had 1,000 subs. So if you want to help us out for free, click on the subscribe button.
Subscribe.
Yes.
You can do it. You want to do it.
You will also find in the description a link to my wife's channel, Psyche Opera, and Mike's channel. Mike is a guitarist, dutarist, Native American flautist. He creates some beautiful music. And sitar, yep.
Yeah.
Cigar box guitar.
Cigar box guitarist extraordinaire. Absolutely.
All right. What do we... Tournament of Star Trek... David Shire, 2010, DX7. That's all one thing. Synclavier. I think I know what's going to win this. I mean, we're doing this on a Star Trek night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although 2010 was a good film.
It was. It is.
Ravi Shankar. Yes.
2010 has a lot of quotable scenes too. I mean, the scene between...
It's full of stars.
Wait, I don't have a low enough voice to get that rumble. But the scene between the Russian scientist and Dr. Floyd. And
what did you say? You said that about like how you were gonna get the 1,000 subs before me, but I had the watch time, and you it reminded you of that scene.
Oh, we are going to get there first, but you have the knowledge to make the trip work. How much time do we have?
Lies is well past 1,000 subs, like 1,200 and some. I'm still at 920. And she has like almost 1,000 watch hours, and I have like 4,400. So
Yeah.
neither of us are monetized on that tier yet, but
Yep. Yep. I'm like the Lex Leanoff. We are going to get there first, but you have the knowledge, and so
okay, the
or
poll
the
is
watch
up.
time.
Yes, the poll is up,
Oh, it's going, man.
and we have our lady here saying what the problem is. It's like the whales, they're gone. I don't know exactly the thing, and
Ooh, Robot has a Vulcan harp setting on the Korg wave
Yeah,
station.
wave station.
dude, you have a wave station. So do I. It's in the garage of a Korg Wave Station SR.
Nice. Nice,
Uh,
nice, nice.
sound module, rack module. Cool, Vulcan
Very
harp.
cool.
Was that actually something that came with it, or did you make it? So,
Yeah, leave it in the chat, Robot. We want to know. Did you make it, or was it a setting that came with the Korg?
and after the stream, if you happen to be an independent artist, and we love that stuff too. We do feature guest artists. You're more than welcome to. Oh, you wouldn't be able to leave a link. I have an email on my YouTube channel. It's Lawrence@thewayfarerproject.com. Email me if you'd like me to check out your work. We'd be happy to have some folks on that are independent artists and creators.
Yep. Yeah, shoot us an email, Robot.
All right, so what is that? Yeah, she basically said they're gone. And she's like, he's like, well, we can't do anything about it just yet. And she's like, well, you're in a starship. Why can't you got a spaceship. Why can't you get them? And he's like, this is a spaceship with a man down. Oh, I think that was a little bit later. Or whatever. No,
It's
I
like
think
she's like, what kind of
did-
spaceship is this?
Yeah. Well, actually, I think they said it there. But then Spock comes in and says, basically the crystals are energized, and says, hello, doctor. And she gets to see the real Spock without the headband. Okay.
It's like, hello, Doctor, welcome aboard.
Nimoy directed this, and at the same time, his acting was, amazing for Spock,
Yeah.
as the recovered Vulcan, trying to discover his humanity again.
Yeah.
And so anyway, yeah, that's that in a nutshell. Oh, Uhura got
you were asking for feedback. Leonard Rad had about the Star Trek themes.
Oh.
Only on the screen for a second there, but
Well, that would.
what is the best Star Trek? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, can you guys, which is the best theme intro for Star Trek series? TOS, TNG, DS9, and Voyager.
Well, I can put that up as a second poll.
Oh, yes, put it up as a poll. I already know what I want to vote for. Hands down, I know what I'm going to vote for.
Well, it looks like Star Trek Instruments is going to be probably next.
Yes.
I don't know why you couldn't incorporate that with the instruments.
I guess we could
How long
do
is it
that.
going to take to play?
Well, we could have a little pre-poll tonight, and then we could have the official one.
I'm just saying, I think that would fit in with the instruments.
Yeah. Okay, but can I give you my vote?
No,
I could give you my vote.
Well, you could type it in. I'm going to make the poll.
Oh, okay.
And then you
I
could
would
tell
like
us.
to. I would have to hear them all.
Oh, I can sing them for you, Mike.
Oh, wait a
I'll
minute. Wait a
remind
minute.
you.
There's only 4 options in the poll. Remember? And so we have original series,
Next Generation.
Okay, DS9 and Voyager.
Yes, Voyager. And if you want to count Enterprise, but that song was not written for Enterprise, so I don't know. It's been a long
road. We should decide by phasers.
Yeah, wasn't it Rod Stewart
40
or something?
It was a Rod Stewart song that was
like,
from Patch Adams.
Oh man. That.
I got faith from the heart. It was bad. No one's gonna bend or break me. I got
I
faith
wish
to
I knew what
believe.
I knew now when I was younger. That would have been great. All right, let's see here.
We haven't
So
even
we
watched
have
it anymore.
TOS. I'm just abbreviating them, folks. TOS, TNG.
By the way, the tournament of Star Trek Instruments
Yeah.
won by a landslide.
Oh, yeah, that's what's
Sorry, David
happening next
Shire.
week. That's what's happening next week. Oh, eventually we will do 2010.
Yeah, the Enterprise one was a little weird. Yeah.
And Voyager will just be V. All right, start poll.
Okay, where's the poll? Where is the poll? I voted. Ha.
Oh, shit, I clicked the wrong one and I can't change it.
What?
I did. I clicked the wrong one.
Vote, people, so Lawrence's
Meanwhile, back
has
at the Klingon ship.
no one's expecting the Inquisition.
Everyone expects the Wayfarer Project to fuck up. Okay.
I find this discussion highly illogical.
It is.
All right.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's move on. Yeah, we're back here. Uhura gets some communications in. She's found them, and fortunately, Jillian's there to say, "Oh, that's in the whatever district."
Yeah, Bayona, I knew that it was going to win. There's no way that that one could lose.
Well,
Oh,
I
wait,
guess-
TNG is... wait, what was TOS? Oh, the original series. Okay. Really? There's a tie? Okay.
Well, the original series, the problem is it was much better after they took the bongos out.
Yes.
Because in the first two seasons, the theme had this bongo hit like every 2 measures or whatever. It was like, brr,
And it was off.
brr, brr. And it was like, what the fuck? Is that Desi Arnaz there? All right.
Well, Desi Arnaz, I'm sure, had a say in what the theme was going to be. It was a Desilu production.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Yeah, but it's like, all right, either play a steady rhythm, that or don't play at all. None of this is like, brr, brr.
Wait, I'm surprised TNG has 0 and Voyager has 0. Wow. Yeah.
All right.
I thought TNG and Deep Space Nine would be the ones battling it out.
Oh. Well, so what? The original series.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, the original series is beating Deep Space Nine. Really? Oh my gosh. I would have never guessed.
It's classic, man.
Well, I guess that's the thing. That
It's
is the
classic.
theme. Whenever you hear that, you know Star Trek. And I guess that's kind of a problem with this film. I don't know if we heard that quoted at all in this film.
No.
But it's still a great film. But yeah, Leonard Rosenman.
I don't think it was quoted in any of the films.
No.
Oh, little hints here and there. And
I don't remember even little hints in the films. In the 80s films, I don't remember.
yeah, it was never. I thought I heard some quotes. Oh.
I was pretty sure Deep Space Nine was going to win.
Well, actually, I made a mistake. And I was going to vote Voyager.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, it was pretty. I still
But that's
think-
true.
yeah.
The original theme
It's classic, man.
characterizes it. You know, it. I mean, at least the melody. Of course, I prefer to hear the original theme played by orchestra rather than the Desilu ensemble. You know, but all right. So what's going on here, Beans? I forget.
Okay,
Star
so
Trek Four.
Basically, okay.
Voyage Home.
I see. I remember now. She's like, all right, it's in this district, and McCoy's there like, Admiral, we have to go in and get him. We can't leave him in the hands of these butchers, basically. And Spock agrees and says, yes, I agree with the doctor. And Kirk says, is that the logical thing to do? And Spock says no, but it is the human thing to do.
Oh, that was very Spock. Good for you.
Yes. And so, Kirk feels uplifted by that. And so they work out what they're going to do. And he's like saying, first of all, we need surgical gowns. And they don't show how they got them. It might have been a cut scene or something.
We need to look like physicians.
Yes. It could have been like Patch Adams. Just go to a meat butcher's convention and
Oh, God.
get white coats from there. But no, they needed the scrubs and everything. I don't know where they got them from, but they got them. So anyway. probably some
Wow,
lockers
that's
in the
a little bit of Star Trek trivia from
Oh,
Robot.
What
It
is that?
says Star Trek trivia from Robot.
Well,
And
yeah, but what is the trivia?
well, Robot says Gene, as in Gene Roddenberry, wrote the lyrics that were never used. 50% of royalties went to Gene Roddenberry, not fair to Alexander Courage, which was the composer of the theme.
Oh yes, it was the composer of the theme, and then there was I'm gonna look it up again. There was one guy that did most of the episodes. It wasn't always the same composer.
Incidental music, yeah.
Yeah, they call it incidental music. Basically, all the music you hear throughout the episode. It just incidentally happened. Who composed the music for Star Trek, the original series? Yes, Alexander Courage did the theme, and let's see here. And I know before it did say who did the incidental music for most of the episodes. You have to look at the credits for each one to see who did it on any specific episode, because it changed now and then. And you could tell when it changed because there were some themes that would change. Like there was like a bad guy or bad thing happened theme that you heard a lot from this composer, and then when you didn't hear it, you knew it was a different composer.
It was
in that
somebody
episode.
else, yeah.
Where is it here? Roddenberry, Kurt. It's not telling me this time. Yeah, it is. Here it is.
How dare you, Google?
Other composers who worked on Star Trek. Oh, before they just listed one. Now they're listing a few. Gerard Freed is one. Saul Kaplan. Saul Kaplan. We saw that in one of the episodes. I think that was in fact, the first episode after the pilot. He was in that. He did that one. And George Dunning and Jerry Fielding, Fletting. So there's it kept rotating, but I think this Kaplan one was one that did a lot of those themes. There was a theme like in Star Trek 3, the Search for Spock, the Klingon theme that they have there. We actually heard something that sounded very similar to it. So I think that was borrowed.
Oh, no, that was in Star Trek 5. The Klingon theme didn't come until... They
No,
didn't
it was
have
in
a
Star
theme
Trek.
in...
Yes, it did.
That theme was in 3
Z3PO
also?
sings it all the time. Yeah, sing it again. You were just on it. Something like that.
Yay!
All right. Yeah, Mike's like, all right, can we get on with this? All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we are talking music here. All right. So anyway, they're coming in the hospital. She's flipping that mask around. McCoy, they decided to look to see if they can find what room he's in. McCoy stops by this lady here. Her
Was
problem
kidney dialysis.
is dialysis. This must be the Middle Ages.
Yeah.
And basically he says, here, take one of those, and if you have anything, call me. You have any problems, call me. And so there we go. He gets, I guess it must be just some regenerate your organs pill. Something like that. Healed the kidney. So anyway, they found out what room he's in. It's under high security. And so we got to head off there. Quick thinking. And this is good choreography here. Pass by, get the gurney, I guess you call it. She jumps on. They put the cover over her. And vroom, we're off. And there we go. We are going to the elevator. Hold, please. And these doctors are having a discussion. And the discussion was an argument between two physicians about treatment. And one believes in radical chemotherapy, and they're laughing at the other one wanting to do image therapy. And that's a big contrast there. But McCoy, I guess, thinks both of those ideas are bullshit. And
well, he says, sounds like the Spanish Inquisition to me.
No one expects the Spanish
Nobody
Inquisition.
expects them.
Oh, man, I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I hope I don't get the Spanish Inquisition.
Ooh. Right.
Yeah, well, anyway, here we are. They want to take her into the room, but the cops won't let them in. But she did a good job. She was right on cue there with some moaning and pain and everything. And McCoy rings out some fancy medical terms. Do you want an acute case on your hands? She has, I forget, but
I forget
eventually it meant
Blah, blah,
cramps.
blah, blah.
It meant cramps, basically.
Cramps.
She got cramps. And those are some serious cramps. And so anyway, he takes out some gear, and they just ignore the doctors that are there and just start putting stuff on Chekov. And the doctor's like, what are you doing? What is your degree in dentistry?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's him right there.
Oh,
Nice
can
beard.
you believe this guy played a bad guy in Babylon 5? I cannot.
Which guy? Oh, Chekov?
Chekov.
Yeah, we love Babylon 5. That's
Yeah.
something that eventually come in the future in some form or fashion. I don't know.
It
Maybe
must.
next year for Halloween we should do their Halloween episode. You know, the Day of the Dead.
Oh,
There you
yes, yeah.
Yeah, well,
Wait,
and Christopher Frank did the music for that, and he was a member of Tangerine Dream in the
no. Oh, wow.
late 70s through the most of the 80s.
Mike, you've seen Babylon 5, no?
go. Oh,
Poor Mike.
I guess
Wait,
like Halloween.
I'm
Now-
planning Halloween already.
Now, is this
yeah.
Halloween special better than the Star Wars special?
Oh,
Oh,
shit, yeah.
oh, yeah, definitely. Oh, Mike, yeah. There is no comparison. No
Okay.
comparison. Yeah.
Well, I don't need to start thinking of excuses why I need to miss that.
No, nothing is like that. Nothing.
Yeah, we thought
No.
that we thought digging through that pile would be fun, but it didn't turn out to be as fun as we had.
No, that was a drag.
I think I needed to drink more before that episode. But
Yeah.
anyway, he's like, he rattles off some medical terms. It's like, what do you call that? And he's like, fundoscopic examination. And McCoy's like, fundoscopic examination? The blood vessel must be repaired, man.
It's like they're not revealing in these cases. The blood vessel must be repaired.
Yes. And
Now
so,
take your dentist equipment out of the way and let me save this man.
well, he didn't say dentist equipment. No, that's what the guy called him. He said, what's your degree in dentistry? That's what he said to McCoy.
He
but-
insulted their equipment somehow, though.
Yeah. Well, McCoy did. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like, get your torture devices out of here or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So,
Oh, Bayona, I haven't seen Battlestar Galactica. Not the old, not the new. Haven't seen any of it.
I've seen pieces of the old, but I was really young then. And we didn't have cable, so it, I had to be at like friends' houses or something.
Was it good?
Don't remember a lot of it. It was very, what do you call it? It was, like when you see things from the late 70s and early 80s, and it's kind of like just blurry, and people have their 70s, early 80s dues,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Robot, we did an episode, or we did a stream about the Forbidden Planet.
Yeah,
And
that was
and
Earworms
the
8.
Yeah, and the theremin. What earworms was the theremin?
I think it was number 3.
Yeah, the theremin was one of our early
Or the number 2.
earworms.
It was
Yeah.
an early earworm. So, we
Yeah.
started off with historical things, and then we kind of got into some films because a lot of the people that watch us also are into films. So we're going to end up doing just about everything here. Oh man. So anyway,
If
Kirk,
it's remotely related to music, we'll find a way to do it.
it remotely related to music and geeky, basically, or not geeky. I don't like that word. Shall we say non-mainstream, intellectually fun stuff. All right. So anyway, there we go. He melts the lock. Good job. And they're like, he melted the lock. This is ridiculous. Oh my gosh. So anyway, here we go. I'd much rather this kind of repair job, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I agree. Non-invasive.
Drilling holes in his head will not solve the problem. Now, wait a second. That's why it skips, because we have a video to play.
Uh-huh.
More score. But anyway, it was also just, I think the real beauty here was just I guess you would call it choreography.
Oh,
Really.
mister, we got some Doctor Who suggestions here.
Okay.
Could have found the same music in Groundhog's Day. El Día de la Marmota.
Well, yeah, I think he liked marches. Rosenman liked
Yes.
marches.
He did.
But the main title for the movie was good. But yeah, a lot of this stuff.
Oh,
I've been
the main
finding-
title is brilliant. But yeah.
The rest of the stuff, I don't know. Maybe it's just it doesn't age well. But anyway, he wants the coordinates, not the coordinates, the frequency of the radio transmitter to get the whales. She's like, wait a minute, I have nobody here. I'm going with you too. I need those whales. And yeah, she's pleading her case, but he's like, no, I can't do that. It wouldn't be my, I can't explain it to you, but I want to thank you for how much you helped us. Now the frequency, please. So she gives him the frequency, and he's like, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And he calls for Scotty to beam him up, and she jumps on him. And whoop, they go together. I guess you can't just say one to beam up. If you say one to beam up, if someone jumps you, they're going too. I expect. Okay. So anyway, we are on set of slides number 5. And so Kirk walks in. She walks in behind, and they're basically getting ready to go. And yeah, Spock, how long till we can leave? 1 damn minute, Admiral. Is the response. And so he says to her, you tricked me. Like, you need me. The whales need me, So they're taking off, and some joggers in the park. Probably wondering where this weather's coming from. And I like the flying scenes here. It actually makes flying look less scary.
Well, you need a Klingon ship to travel in.
Yeah, I think I might be able to handle flights if it's a Klingon ship.
Yeah, me too.
There you go.
Except without the Klingons.
Oh,
I
you're
don't
missing
need
out
to be-
all the fun.
I'd end up like Riker having to do battles to the
No,
death.
I'd be singing Atuk and Melota with them.
Hakuna Matata? What?
Oh my gosh. Don't tell me you don't know your Klingon opera. Don't tell me that. Do not
tell her
me
that.
I just remember an episode of DS9. DS9 where Worf was like trying to sing.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, she's yeah. It must be a little weird for her being on a spaceship for the first time, especially one flying through the atmosphere. It's a little different. What's going on here? All right. So here we go. Yeah, I guess I forget the words, but it's like giving him the commands. Oh, that's right. He checks in with Scotty because he's like, Scotty's saying, well, I've never beamed up 200 tons before. And Kirk's like, 200 tons? And Scotty says, well, it's not just the whales, it's the water. And they're trying to lock in on the whales here, find the frequency. And yeah, these shots are pretty good. done with the glider, I guess. And there we go. Now, here's where Spock has his issue, because McCoy notices the look on his face and says, you appear to be a man with a problem. And Spock says, your perception is correct, or something like that. And he said, basically, he says how he's doing his calculations, but basically, mass is no longer a constant, or something like that. Acceleration is no longer a constant because, I guess, as you find out later, all the extra weight on board. And McCoy says, well, just take a guess. And Spock says, guessing is not in my nature. And McCoy says, I forget what he said.
Nobody's perfect.
That's right. Nobody's perfect.
And, I think they get the signal, but she's watching this panel. I wish I had some gear like that. That would be nice arrangements for like a turntable or something.
It would. A Klingon turntable. I would.
Yes, Klingon turntable.
You know what? That would be an interesting project. An interesting build. It is possible.
I'll watch.
So
anyway,
with you,
Aww.
you can do it.
Aww.
So anyway, they're also picking up something else, and they're looking at it visually out there, out the window. And McCoy's like, "What kind of ship is that?" And oh no, it's a whaling vessel. And,
Are we too late?
Yes. Well, we'll find out. We're playing 15.
Do it.
And yes, we only have 2 more after this. So let's go for it. Boy. Slowing down.
I would have a heart attack. I wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, but he just looks like...
Yeah.
He's just spazzing away at that. All right. So anyway, I always thought that was funny. It's like, man, what did they tell him when he was? What did Leonard Nimoy tell him when he was directing that? Just looked like a spaz. All right. So anyway, here we go. Scotty's gonna beam him up, and that takes a lot of extra concentration. That does.
Because it's not just the whales, it's the water.
Yes, everybody's kind of stressed here. What's going to happen? Well, they get painted orange. And there we go. There they come.
Oh, in unison.
Well, this is how I'm going to do it. Here is the scene, but instead of just putting the clip in for this episode, I've decided to make it a permanent clip in our collection here. Hold on a second. Wait for the unison. Let me get it ready here. Okay, here we go.
Admiral,
There be whales here.
That is now part of our permanent collection here, so
Yes.
anytime it seems appropriate, we'll do that. Oh, and just in case anybody's interested, what do you mean permanent collection? Well, we have some other things here in our permanent collection.
Woo! Permanent collection. Awesome.
Yes. So,
Wait, what else you have in there?
They're making unicorns.
it's more magical. As long as they roam the earth, evil can never harm the pure of heart.
Oh, yeah,
Then I shall...
confess, and we won't hurt you anymore. We don't like doing this at all. Never!
Bring me the boar worms.
No! Not the boar worms!
We just pull that out whenever we feel we're getting a little boring because we know it tortures the audience when we get boring.
I noticed there wasn't anything from the Star Wars holiday special there.
No.
Oh, I don't think we want to clip any of that, Mike. Oh, no.
I don't need to do that because anytime I want to like quote anything from there, all I have to do is just go. Like cough after I do that. All right. So anyway, let's move on. Okay, Scotty and his best line ever. Alrighty. So the whales are there. She's happy, and it's time for them to take. Yeah, they're going to take a look at him too, and
Mr. Sulu's happy.
Oh,
yeah.
Bayona Rad. He's quoting the boar worms line, except with the Star Wars holiday special. No, please, no, not the Star Wars holiday
Yeah.
special.
I agree.
Looks like I missed the thing where they're standing by, or does that come later? No, I missed the thing where they're standing by the tank and they quote D.H. Lawrence.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Aw.
Instead, we get Sulu already starting. Well, maybe that does come later. All right,
It comes
Sulu's,
later, I think. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sulu's starting to take off. Oh, I thought they would do it before they started ripping through the atmosphere. But anyway, there we go. Now they're going to go down and check out the whales. And to check with Spock. It's like, so have you accounted for the change in our mass now that we're going back? And Spock says, well, I'm just going to have to guess. And Kirk says, well, that's great, Spock. And Spock doesn't get that. He says to McCoy, I feel he underestimates the graveness of the situation.
And it's like, I don't think he understands or something. And,
Yeah, something like
and
that.
McCoy's like, oh, he understands. He just trusts your guesses better than most people's facts. And then Spock was like, well, I'll try to make the best guess I can. Then I'll try to make the best.
You are invaluable. And then, I forgot. It's like some say the sea is cold, but the sea contains the hottest blood of all.
Yeah, Kirk
Whales
flirting.
Weep Not by D.H. Lawrence, she concludes. Okay. At least he didn't read Melville. So anyway, she says to Scotty, this is a miracle. And he's like, well, a miracle? That's yet to come. She's like, what does that mean? Well, that means our chances of getting back aren't very good. You probably should have stayed in the late 20th century. And she's like, well, in the future, who knows anything about humpback whales? You'll need me. So he leaves her there with Scotty. And they're just going to stare at a console together.
Yeah.
And there we go.
I think Scotty makes better company than Captain Kirk.
Yeah, he's less dangerous. Oh, remember that? What was that? Oh, you didn't see that episode. You fell asleep and I was watching it alone. The one episode where Scotty had a love interest on the ship. It was one of those
I missed that one.
one episode characters, but she came on the ship. But she got affected by some aliens and she was eventually going to die and stuff. But I mean, he was just like flirting hard on her the whole thing. It was
really
Yeah,
Scotty.
it was hard to watch actually.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what I liked about the Next Generation is that all of the main characters of had a love interest. Like they developed everyone's character.
They all had Troy at one point or another.
No. That's not what No.
Yes.
No. No. Deanna Troy.
I think it's you that wanted Troy.
No, I didn't say want. I mean, they succeeded.
No.
Of course, Riker and, a lot of them were guest characters,
Well, a lot, it's like
and
every...
then Worf, for crying out loud, that they...
Yeah, Worf's wife. Worf had a wife.
No, Worf had Troy too, remember?
Yeah, but that was towards the end of the series, and
difference.
they broke up. They broke up. They were incompatible.
Yeah. he
You
broke
saying Troy
something
was a
all right.
slut?
What? No. No, I said they were
No, Lawrence.
incompatible.
Well, I
No.
didn't say that word. I just said that she was, well. whatever.
Riker was more of a
Hot to
S
trot.
word. Yeah.
Loose.
Yeah, well. At least, yeah, that Irish chick, that redhead.
What, the doctor?
No, the you know when the Irish people, the planet of Irish people, where they, what was it called, the Mariposa, the ship, the Mariposa, the survivors of that ship were beamed aboard, and it was all these Irish people.
Oh,
the daughter,
yes. Yeah,
daughter that
the
kept yelling
medieval
at her dad.
the medieval people, yeah.
They weren't medieval.
They were, well, they lived like medieval people.
Well, they lived like country
We'll be
folk.
doing an episode
They
on the
lived like
ships of
country
Star
folk, but it
Trek.
wasn't medieval. He had a freaking cap on, and she had like a sweater and stuff. And no, it was just country folk wear.
I agree, Robot. Scotty has an eye for the ladies, but he's a gentleman.
Yes.
Yeah, unlike Kirk. He was, man, sometimes Captain Kirk, yeah, like either he would throw himself on the women to try to get information from them, or he would he was super aggressive. He was like, dude, come on, calm down. I've always thought that Spock was a more interesting, than Kirk.
Well, you needed the variety to make it work out. You needed the variety.
I guess.
To interplay between the different varieties of people.
Yeah, but Scotty didn't get, and the Sulu didn't get any love interest whatsoever. Even Chekov got a love interest, but Sulu didn't get any love interest.
Yeah, the Apollo's planet, Chekov, well, he got in trouble for it too.
Yeah.
Oh no, the Planet of Illusion things where they were Doc Holliday and the other people in that Western.
Yes.
Yes, he had a love interest, but he got,
he was killed. Virtually killed. But no, I don't remember an episode where Sulu got a love interest. Poor Sulu.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so anyway, they are trying to get up speed, and they're climbing, but they're not quite getting there, and then Spock needs thrusters on his mark because the warp engines aren't quite enough. We need the thrusters to knock us over the top on his cue, and he cues it.
Wow, the chat knows episode names. Wow.
They know more than us.
They know more than us. They absolutely do. Specifically, Robot.
Well, the problem is
Cheers, Robot.
Dementia. I mean, there is stuff. I used to have this movie memorized, and it just fades away. All right, so anyway, we are flinging around the sun the opposite direction this time.
Oh, yeah, Bayona, that was Dax.
Oh, Dax, yeah, she was, well, she... Mm-hmm.
Well, she in the Tribble episode...
Well, she looked good in the Tribble episode.
Well, in the Tribble episode, when she went back, when she was on the Enterprise, she told people that she thought Spock was sexy. I agree with her, though.
Now, Sulu never had a love interest, but he did have a daughter in Star Trek
yes.
Generations.
Yep. In Generations. In Generations. Yeah. Yep. I like Generations. The only part that I didn't like about it is that they killed off Picard's family, and it was like, God.
Yeah, that was rude.
It's like, why? Why do that?
Well, they kill off Kirk, too, in Picard's arms.
How can they? Yeah, and you know what? And I wonder why they didn't bring back Leonard Nimoy for
Well,
Generations.
they did in the new Trek,
No,
kind of like in between parallel universe.
For me, that is not canon.
Yeah,
Do not mention.
No, I mean, the whole thing is don't take, characters that already have a story and say, you know what, we're going to have a parallel universe, so we could take that story and do whatever the fuck we want with it. That's
I thought that they dumbed down the Romulans so much, and just, I don't know. It wasn't.
Anyway,
It wasn't Star Trek. Sorry.
well,
guys.
anyway, here there is thrusters have fired, and it's kind of dark. Well, that's because the probe is basically killing their power, and they start diving down.
Ooh,
And
I
they
stand
don't-
corrected, robot. Sorry,
What?
guys. Oh no, the robot was telling me it wasn't. It wasn't Spock. It was McCoy that Dax liked. Okay.
Oh, okay. Better than Nancy the Salt Sucker. So anyway, yeah, there we go. It looks like deja vu. And Sarek says,
Sarek.
look at there. And Sarek, remember.
The
Mark
first
Leonard.
Romulan.
Yes, Mark Leonard, the first Romulan. Back when they looked good. He even looked good as a Romulan.
He
So
did.
anyway, here comes the bird of prey. And they're praying aboard this bird of prey. And they kind of realize, well, I think we're in water. Things are blowing up. I guess shorting out. And, folks, as I don't know if this was a model. I guess it had to be, because I don't know where they would get oceans that rough. Or I don't know. They did a pretty good job, though. This obviously is a construction they made. And there we go. So now it's time for Kirk to be a hero, even though, like me, his 50s. Time to be a hero.
Aw.
And
You could still be a hero in your 50s.
I
What
don't
are you
think I could
talking
hold my
about?
breath as long as he did. So anyway, yeah, he's going down there because the whales are trapped inside. There's the cigar with the ball, turning off power, and he's coming down. He's getting down to the whale tank and has to pry the door open. They're yelling back and forth to each other. Between him and Scotty, they are able to get the door open, and the whales are underwater. That's the problem. They need to breathe oxygen. They're going to die down there, and they won't get out. And so Kirk says, I'm going to do it. Close the door behind me, being the cowboy hero that he is. And so he goes in, and I've done this before. I've held my breath this long, but that was when I was younger. I was able to hold it for the entire length of the sequence.
Wow,
So
you've
anyway,
tried it. Oof.
yeah, well, I've, I kind of skipped a little bit here because I was running close to the 100 slide maximum, and I was like, I don't want to make another set just for a few extra things. But anyway, wait a minute. I had the scene. Oh, here it is. Yes, I knew I had this scene, and we're going to play it now. And away we go. God.
Ooh, God.
Did you say co- All right, so we are just about at the end, folks. Wait a minute. Yes, we know that next week will be the musical instruments of Star Trek, and here, who won the thing? The original series won, and there we go.
I still can't
And
believe
close
it.
second, well, not close, but at least it had some votes. It was Deep Space Nine, which was a good theme. Alrighty, and so let us progress here. There we go. We are back here because we got to have the trial, and basically here they are. The accused have been asked to come out, and Spock joins them, and he says, "Mr. Spock, you do not stand accused." He says, "Mr. President, I stand with my crewmates." And so, as you wish. So anyway, it pans across the crew and reads off all the violations because they all took part in this there's a conspiracy, theft, and sabotage, and all this stuff in order to rescue Spock and everything. But in current mitigating circumstances, we've dropped all charges except for the charge of insubordination. solely
Wait,
on
Mister,
Captain
the
Kirk.
the stream has been suspended for policy violations.
Oh shit!
Did we play too much of the music? Oh
I
no.
guess.
Uh,
Let me let
yeah.
the chat know what's going on.
When did that been suspended?
Just now.
Yeah, played a little too much.
We can't play any more of the film. Yeah, and then what will probably happen is I won't be able to keep this up tomorrow. Well, this is just on YouTube. At all the other sites, it's still going.
Oh, we're still on the other sites?
Yeah.
Oh. Hello, other sites.
We just got to wait for YouTube to come back. How do we know when that happens?
We're back.
Are we?
Yeah, we're back on YouTube.
Okay.
Well,
All
what
right,
was
so,
that?
so we
On
can't
the hand?
play anymore. I guess I don't know. Maybe it was too much of music, or they just say copyright violation. That's all they say. They
I'd
don't
say
even
you
say.
played too much of the film.
That was probably it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were too liberal with the playing of the film. But what will probably happen for YouTube replay people is that YouTube will tell us which parts of the stream to remove. We'll remove them. But the stream will be fully available in on other platforms such as Lawrence?
Rumble, Odyssey, and Kick.
Okay. So if you want to, replay guys,
I don't know that anyone will need to see it again that's here, but the people that weren't here, the problem
yeah, replay
is
guys, yeah.
those people, they'll have very awkward cuts. Another thing that I did, because it might be that tomorrow it just will reject the video outright, because before with Lady Hawk, it rejected the video, and then I even told it to do the cuts, and then it came back and said, even after I did the ones that it asked me to, it rejected it again. I did more cuts, and then it said it didn't give me any more chances. It just rejected it, period. It's like, what the hell?
So we don't have the Lady Hawk up at all?
Oh, it is. I had to put a big old censor mark on the video section for those areas that we played. And the thing is, we played less for that. But the different companies have their different things, and they don't even tell you what it is. They have bots to go after you. That's why I have the bot condom. I guess I just didn't have it on enough.
Yeah.
Or-
Bayona says, give us a link. So I guess if you want to share this for people who want to see it on the replay, again, what are the sites again, Lawrence?
I'm going to go to my Rumble channel now and give you the link.
Okay. He's putting him up on Rumble.
Well, it's still streaming on Rumble. Rumble doesn't have this problem.
Okay.
Because, it's like, because if you're doing commentary on something and you're playing bits of the film, I mean, we weren't playing like huge sections. This is the kind of stuff that people would play doing reviews of films.
Right.
Which is kind of like what we're doing.
Yeah.
And so that falls under fair use. And YouTube doesn't give a shit. It's just the Wild West of companies just claiming things and taking things and kicking each other in the nuts, or kicking, the little guys in the nuts mostly. And so that's what that's all about.
Yeah.
It has no rhyme or reason.
Sorry, guys. Sorry about that.
Let me see if it lets me put it in. Here's the link. And because I think YouTube doesn't let Rumble links in. Let me see. I'm going to click on that and stuff.
Wait, I see the link.
Yeah. There
I
we
see
go.
it. It's active.
Okay, good.
It's active.
All right, so there's the Rumble link. And
All right. Awesome.
I'll put that also in the description of the video after the stream. But of course, like with Lady Hawk, it let it go until the next day, and the next day is when it made me do all that stuff.
Well,
You know, where you cut it and then you cut it again, and you're following their directions, and then they tell you, no, you can't have this up. It's like, what the hell? So, and it's like, it's not like people are going to watch this stream if instead of watching the movie. I mean, we're not replacing the movie at all, you know, but whatever.
yes, Robot Earworms, the title of the stream, was inspired by Alpha Ceti eels from The Wrath of Khan, but earworms is also a term meaning catchy tune. Cool beans.
Yes, and that's used in Britain primarily. Like when you get a song in your head and you can't get it out, that's called an earworm.
Or an
So
Alpha Ceti eel.
we kind of played. Well, actually, to be honest with you, the stream was named by Jay Goodwin, but that's what he was thinking, and I kind of went along with it because it also had the double meaning with Star Trek.
Yeah.
So anyway, I guess we're just about done. Basically, the president says, "All right, so this is, you know, what's going to happen. You're basically going to be made captain again." He gets demoted to captain, but that's where he's shown great. Amazing skill and everything, and of course he thanks them for saving the Earth. Those guys are happy. These beings right here are happy. But yeah, I mean, I wish I knew whether it was playing too much of video and audio together, or if it was playing too much audio.
I think you left the last scene running for too long.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, I'll be right back. I'm gonna step
Well,
away
that's
from.
the thing. They don't have any time limits. They don't tell you, so it's like, what the hell? Alrighty. So anyway, that's about it. What I had left was, well, okay, yeah. He doesn't have her number. She's like, oh, don't worry, I'll find you, and she gives him a kiss on the cheek, and that's it. It's nice. Goodbye. That's it. Thanks for all the fish. So long. And Sarek has a moment with Spock. He remembers that and this goes back to the original series. Sarek, even then, the first episode he was in, he didn't agree with Spock's decision to join Starfleet, and he says now he's rethinking that decision, and so. He says that your friends have, well, he didn't call them friends. He said your associates have great character. And Spock says they are not just my associates, they are my friends. And then they say live long and prosper. And this is how I was going to end it. I was going to end it with a little bit of the theme and flying over to see what ship they were going to use next. I think we all know what ship that is. And we were all going to enjoy the music while seeing that scene, but I don't think I can play anymore, because if I do, then I don't know, maybe I could get a strike, because the suspension there for a minute is a warning. If you do any more, you get a strike. And then I would not be able to stream or upload or use my channel or use the community section for a week. So that means I wouldn't even be able to inform people what happened. YouTube just shuts you down for a week for your first strike. And then it gets worse and worse from there. So at least we didn't get a strike. We just got a warning. And the only thing is it's going to kind of disrupt this video and stuff. Because tomorrow what I may have to do is re-upload it and just have the bot condom on the whole thing.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Which is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But that's the way YouTube is. And but unfortunately, it is the most popular platform. It's the one you got to be on if you want to have a bigger audience.
Found,
well, Rumble is growing, but you know they don't have playlists. I can't organize my stuff there, and it's really janky. And then also most of the interest there is politics, which we don't do. So it's like, you know.
Well, the truth about Rumble is you get no traffic to your channel unless you have a political channel.
Yeah.
And so,
or if you have people that follow you on social media and then join you there. It doesn't have organic growth.
Yeah, no organic growth.
No,
That's right.
no good recommendation system that gets
Right.
more subscribers.
So, with all its faults, YouTube is the best.
But it makes it tough because what are we gonna do? Like next week, we're gonna have to play clips again, and they'll just be scenes of the instruments.
Well, we could just show stills of like the characters holding the instruments and have the audio and not run it with video.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm gonna have to do, like how I used to do.
Yeah.
It's just easier to export little video clips.
Yeah, but we wanna avoid stream
This.
takedowns.
Yeah, because I'm going to find out what happens tomorrow
Yeah.
and see, because it usually doesn't happen right away. It's like the next day they tell you, all right, you need to cut out this, and it'll automatically do it for you, but it chops up your presentation like Swiss cheese, so anyone watching it after fact has no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
But I do is just put a comment there and a link to Rumble and say, just watch it there.
Yeah. You could do that to avoid all of the chopping up of stuff.
Yeah, so it doesn't. It hurts me on YouTube, but because you don't get the same amount of views and stuff like that. But at least people that are looking for your video can see it in its entirety. All right, folks. So I guess that's it for this evening. It's a great ending, huh?
Bit anticlimactic.
What happened to Mike? He's still there.
I'm still here.
All right, sir. We got to get Mike to bed.
Yeah.
No, I'm fine.
But thank you for joining us this evening, folks.
It
Is
was
there
fun.
anything that anybody wants to say before we sign off? It's great to meet you, Robot, and it's great to have Scott and Bayona and the rest of the gang back.
Yeah.
We are small but mighty.
Yes.
But
Absolutely.
we're going to keep trying. We're going to keep going and just try to find craftier and craftier ways. I'd like to find out, because they don't tell you. It's like, was it just the bot condom? I didn't have it on the whole time? Or maybe it was too long a stretches of audio from the film.
Maybe they took 27 8x10 color glossy photographs with circles and arrows and a paragraph on the back, each one explaining what each one stands for. And then you'll know.
If only, Mike. If only. Yes.
I know that's from somewhere. I just forget because I have dementia.
You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant.
Oh, okay.
All right. I don't know that reference, Mike. You got to fill me in.
Arlo Guthrie, come on, the most famous Thanksgiving song. Oh, well, next year. All right.
Next year, during Thanksgiving time.
There is a movie, Alice's Restaurant.
Okay.
Next Thanksgiving.
It shall happen.
All right. So for next
It's
Thanksgiving,
classic, man.
we got our holidays next year just about set.
Yeah. Well, I got
Halloween, Babylon 5, Alice's Restaurant, Thanksgiving, and I don't know what we'll do for Christmas, but it certainly isn't going to be the Star Wars holiday special.
What days do we meet, Robot? Just on Sundays. We try to start at 7:15, but we usually start the stream when Mr. Brown Alliance finishes his stream,
which is at around 7:30 tonight. So yeah,
we're not on Facebook, Robot. Just on here. You can keep up. You can keep tabs with us if.
I post in the community section on the YouTube channel, but also I'm on X. On X, it's the Wayfarer Proj with no ECT at the end, just the Wayfarer Proj.
Yep.
But if you're not on X, I don't know.
But yeah, Lawrence is pretty good in keeping up his community posts, so you'll see what's coming up next here on YouTube.
I guess maybe the Robot might be wondering because what happens if YouTube suspends me for a week and I can't communicate?
Yeah. Well, if anything, if for whatever reason you can't, something's going on with the Wayfair project and you can't see what's going on, you could go to my community posts at youtube.com/psycheopera, and I'll post on my community post to let you know what's happening on the Wayfarer project. So.
All right, folks. Well, thank you for joining us this evening, and I hope you have a good rest of your evening. And anybody else have any announcements before we go?
You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant, according to Robot.
That's right. There you go.
Oh, I have to give it a shot.
Oh, what time zone?
Well, we're saying 7:15 or 7:30
Eastern
Eastern.
Standard Time.
Yep, we're East Coast.
EST.
Although this spring we will be leaping
Sometimes
forward to
Twilight
daylight savings time.
Yes. Robot says, I'm Pacific.
Okay, so it's 3 hours behind us, so it's like 4:15, 4:30 for you.
We're at Pacific. Oregon, Washington, California.
Mm-hmm. It's a secret.
Well, it takes a minute to type. Or maybe it is.
It is.
It could be out there where the flute wizard is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I tell people we're in a secret location in Florida.
Ooh,
Yes.
secret.
Secret and out of the
Well,
way.
I'm not in Florida.
Robot says, I am a poor wayfaring stranger singing in church with my sister's mom playing piano, my childhood. Cool beans.
Oh, okay.
So
Well,
she's a wayfarer too.
A wayfarer.
That's good. So we're I can't speak.
It's
We're all
Sunday
set.
night.
We're all
Sunday
set.
night. Yeah.
All right. Well, great to meet you, Robot. Hopefully we'll see you in
Oh.
the future.
Mr. The website, just in case people want to email you.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's the wayfarerproject.com.
www.sanquentin.com. I can't talk anymore.
What? No, it's the wayfarerproject.com. The YouTube channel also has my other links there, like if you do X or formerly Twitter, I'm on that. I just put announcements there and stuff, but that's about it. So,
You're referring to what jail should we look for you in there down in Florida?
jail.
In case they come haul you off tomorrow.
No, they don't do that. They just ruin your chances of growing on YouTube.
Well, you don't know. We have a new president tomorrow. Things could change pretty fast.
Oh, Bayona, we're going to do the Star Trek instruments next weekend. I think the old series instruments.
Well, we may not have enough, so we may need to include like other instruments. So it may end up being like either all four of those, or we're just going to have to do the numbers. But and it may be like 2 weeks. So we don't know how long it's going to take, but we want it to be good. So we're going to based on the number of instruments that we've collected. We're going to have to design it, and we're going to have to be careful about it. We could probably play still images and music from the scene, but without the thing moving. I don't know. That's the thing. I don't understand. I mean, sometimes they don't tell you specifically what you did wrong. Just copyright violation. They don't tell you specifically. Was it too long? And some people have been taken down for using still images, Fortunately, we haven't yet with the slides. That's why most of our stuff slides, because, we can only play short video clips, and even that, sometimes you just get knocked. You never know when it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, we also got stopped for Blade Runner, but I left it up, and they didn't have me clip it more. They let it go. But Lady Hawk, that one, I told you the whole rigmarole with that, which is good because Blade Runner is a much better film than Lady Hawk. Although Lady Hawk was a fairly endearing film, the music, oh my God. You got to watch that episode if you want to laugh at stuff. The music in that movie was like way out of place.
Oh, Mr. Robot wants to know where she can access your email so we can coordinate maybe a collab here.
It's on the YouTube channel page there. It's Lawrence at thewayfarerproject.com.
cool beans.
There you go.
But it is right on my YouTube channel. If you go to the home of the YouTube channel page, it's there at the top. There you go. And it's also on the wayfarerproject.com.
Yeah, we gotta watch the Space Hippies episode.
All three of us are musicians, innovators. Definitely check out Psyche Opera Robot. Check out what Liza's doing there. And Mr. Mike Mountain Hot Gorley.
Well, you'll find Space Hippie on my channel.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a little bit of psychedelic stuff there.
And a lot of meditational stuff, a lot of just beautiful music, and yeah. All right, we are going to close it off for the evening, I think.
Probably wise.
Yes. I think I hate long goodbyes. All right, so here we go.
I'll come back now, you hear?
Good night. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night.
8:56. We are now leaving the air.